Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of Tales of Terramir, an actual play fantasy role playing campaign set in an original homebrew world. I'm Wes Ford. I'm the game master for this campaign.
Hey, my name is Mike Jones. I'm playing Gemma Ashenlight, a human sorceress.
Hey, I'm Hannah Nye, and I'm playing Wella Ketawhistle, the Gem Dragonborn Blood Hunter.
Hey everybody, I'm Rob. I'm here playing Razik Shikale, Pangenan Rogue Human.
And I'm Justin Kirkwood. I'm playing Anton Darghost, a human fighter.
Pending any life events, we will be streaming new episodes of the show on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tales of Terramir every other Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also watch us on YouTube or listen to recordings of our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and many other podcast platforms at least a few days after the episode is streamed. We are so close to reaching our goal of 50 followers on Twitch, so please follow us and share with your friends. Also, any donations to the show are greatly appreciated and go a long way to help with our production costs. So just navigate to the tips panel on our About page or About tab. For new followers or donations, you can see your name ping on the screen live. Also, we just wanted to give a quick shout out to First Fantasy Books. For any of our viewers or listeners who have kids who are just starting to read, they make fantasy-themed books, specially formatted to provide inclusion, build vocabulary, and confidence in reading. They're big fans of our show, and we recommend checking them out on social media and at their website, firstfantasybooks.com. All right, let's continue our adventures and Tales of Terramir.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Welcome back. For a recap on last session, our eclectic group of adventurers entered the once abandoned tower outside of Maple Crossroads, now acclaimed by the Crimson Knuckles gang. Once inside, they found the stairway to other levels, but it all collapsed in on itself, leaving only the first story intact. Finding the rooms to be filled with dirty clothing and a makeshift living area lit by burning torches, the group was attacked by more bandits. Making their way around the circular tower, the party reached a set of double doors, which flung open upon their approach. An androgynous elf in red clothing spoke of Hagmother and fired an eldritch blast toward the closest adventurer, which happened to be Anton. However, as the party closed in on the warlock, they teleported away and out of sight. Searching the room, Razik found a locked chest, which he attempted to unlock with his thieves' tools. He successfully did so, but was pricked by a poisonous needle, which left him paralyzed and poisoned. Thankfully, Savamel was with them, and he cast Lesser Restoration on the Pangenan to remove the paralysis. Inside the chest, several art objects, coins, and clothing were discovered, one of which was a statuette of an old hag with the words Hagmother carved onto its base. Having apparently cleared the tower base of all gang members, the adventurers headed back into town to rest, eat, and discuss their plans for the evening at the Imperial Inn. Once the sun set, the group made their way to the Stonewall Manor, sneaking their way out of sight from any Imperial guards surrounding the manor. Towards the back of the property, at an opportune moment, they snuck to the cellar door. Razik picked the lock, and the party entered. Inside, surrounded by odd and unsettling decor, was a white cat resting upon an old damaged couch. After Razik distracted it with a piece of string from his pack, Anton felt a cold draft emanate from underneath one of the wooden doors. Razik lit his hooded lantern and entered the dark room. Around the corner, a pale blue ghost appeared before them. Claiming to be Maeve Stonewall, she confessed that she was murdered by her own sister, Malkin, the sole owner of the property now. She asked for the adventurers to stop Malkin's horrible experiments upon the elves in the cellar so that she could be free. Quick to temper and unwilling to speak exact details, she disappeared. Moving toward a hallway to the south, Willa opened a door to a large furnished room with a fireplace, along with 3 men and Malkin herself sitting at a table. They stood as the group entered, and Malkin ordered the men to kill the intruders immediately. She then slipped out the door nearby and vanished from sight. Her hired thugs moved in for the kill, at one point surrounding Razik as he dove for cover. Gemma attempted to use her magic to attack, but her wild, untrained powers transformed her into a potted plant. Willa used her maul to smash, Savamil used his trident to pierce, and Anton used his blades to slash. By the time only one remained, Gemma had transformed back to her normal form and unleashed a powerful bolt of fire toward his head, which instantly caught ablaze, leaving his skin boiling and melted as he collapsed onto the carpeted floor. We now go back to where we've left off, in the Stonewall Manor cellar. As the final enemy falls, you look down and you can see just the smoke sizzling and rising off the fried exterior of the skull, seeing the dangers that can come from arcane magic. I'll leave it to you.
Wow, you really killed the hell out of that guy, Gemma.
Oh God, I don't know how. I don't know that I didn't mean to hurt him that bad. Well, you know,
Well,
really
you
don't
did
know
it.
what I'm capable of, so I'll try to be more careful.
Was that your first kill? You've killed before, haven't you, on our travels?
I don't think so. We've gone through so much already, you know.
You've done some lethal attacks, but I'm not sure you've had the final kill in anything.
Right. Yeah. I think they were mostly reactions to. But
Don't feel bad. There's nothing you could do, and you saved all of our lives.
Yeah,
wanna
they
keep
didn't even want
going
to talk
anyway?
with us.
I would just not
Is-
worry about it.
is everyone else okay?
I'm fine. Do you guys want to keep going, or?
Fine, except for Melkin. She gave us the slip. I checked the door. Didn't see any signs that anybody had gone through there. Also didn't see any signs that they hadn't. She might be upstairs. And we might
this
need
the one
to
who-
act quick.
Is this one
I
who
wonder
portaled out?
No, she seemed to have walked out the door to the north. But I wonder what they were doing in here. What's
Can we take a look, like on the table
Certainly.
or whatever?
absolutely? If you want to roll an investigation, go ahead and do so.
That's a nat 20.
Ooh,
Very nice. Okay. There is a cabinet to the northern part of the room that you kind of searched in, and there looks to be 4 bottles of fine wine, glasses, and a deck of playing cards. On the table, there's an open bottle of wine and a couple candles and some more cards. Nothing seems to be too important on there. But Gemma, you make your way around and also search the bookshelf over here. And You find that there are like various old books on local fauna. There's one on the history of the Damarian Empire, and there's a really old uh, blue leather bound book with a silver clasp on it that seems to catch your attention.
Any writing on the spine or anything like that?
No writing whatsoever on the exterior.
I'll pull it. Looks curious. Is it locked or is it just a clasp?
It's just a clasp. Yep.
Oh,
Leather belt clasp into a silver buckle. You open it and open up the book, and it appears to you, for the first time you've ever seen, a spell book. A book of old spells. Right here. You thought that these were all but destroyed in the Empire. It seems one, at least one, has remained intact.
hey guys, check this out. Kind of flip through it some more. I thought they didn't have any more of these in the kingdom.
Empire.
Empire.
What is it? What are you talking about?
It looks to be like some sort of spell book. I've only really heard stories about it. I've never actually seen one in person.
I wonder if there's a way to tell whether it's Twilight magic or not.
There's no doubt that it
Probably
is
read it.
arcane magic. There's no doubt it is arcane magic, which you know is outlawed. It would take much further study to really get more details on that, but you know, it is a book of arcane spells.
That
Maybe
might be dangerous to keep on us.
you think it's dangerous, more dangerous to let her have it?
It's a good point.
Right.
Well,
And plus, it might
Let's-
have things that could teach the girl. She's a bit wild.
my name's Gemma. Well, let's not get too distracted. Maybe we can just tuck it in, put it in my bag, and say we still have to find her before she gets away. Maybe we can ask somebody else about it later. Maybe someone we can trust, but I don't know who that could be right now.
Good call, Gemma.
So, do you take the book, Gemma?
Yeah, I'll close it up and stick it in my my bag.
Pack. Okay.
Pack.
Go ahead. If you want to add that to your inventory.
Oh, old stuff.
Salvador goes, this is her house. I don't think she'd probably be gone for long. I wonder where these missing elves, they have to be around here somewhere.
Well, there's only one other room that we didn't check, right? As far as we know on this floor.
Yes, I think you're right. The door on the other
That's
side of the
east.
hallway.
Yeah. Shall we?
Let's go.
So, what does the door look like again?
There's a sort of plain wooden door here. Beside this uncomfortable looking chair, there's just a plain looking wooden door.
Everyone line up behind me. I'll go in first. Can we just is the door locked?
You check it and it is locked.
I'm gonna give it a kick and see if I'm able to kick it in.
Okay, go ahead and roll
He's got
a
his tools. He's like, all right.
go ahead and roll a strength or athletics check if you'd like.
All right. Let's see here.
He's all amped up.
Uh,
23.
You rolled a strength save, but that's probably should be the same.
Strength save.
Yeah, well, you're a fighter, so probably not. So hit athletics under your skills.
Okay.
If it's the same bonus, then I'll give that to you.
All right.
It is. So I will give you the 23.
Right.
Anton, you look back and forth, and you use your foot and kick directly into the door, and it shatters where the handle would be. The metal handle just cracks off and falls onto the floor, and the door seems to open. Inside, you find a horrifying sight. This smell of death, decay, and body odor just assaults your senses. It almost makes your eyes seem to water from everything that's happening in here. There is a stone floor spattered with blood. Against two areas of the walls, you see two elven adults who are chained and look very close to death. And one right here is an elf child. All look very close to death, and blood seems to have been drained from their body. Turning towards the door at the sound of the cracking and the breaking open of the door, you see a horrifying hybrid of man and beast. This head of this wild-looking boar, this long snout and these big tusks, turns towards you. Seems to scream at you as he pulls out his weapon. What are you doing?
I'm just slowly walking toward him. Come on, pig. Let's do this.
Back on the menu.
He gives out a growl, and everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Following Anton ahead.
That sounds pretty good.
All right, 13. Me.
15.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, 14. Sorry. I lagging there.
Okay. You got 14.
This is a wonderful map, Wes.
Thank you. As you get also just to get more of the sense there are drains, graded drains in the floor that seem there have been blood drained. There's a torture table off to the south. There are several burning torches and what appears to be wrapped dead corpses in this corner, and a table with various papers and beakers and concoctions. And with a quick glance, that's all you kind of get from that sense. But first up is Razik.
You forgot Solomon and the turn.
Oh, I did. Thank you. Yep. Let me go ahead and roll for him.
Justin, don't you
Did
have a
you
room like
forget
this?
about Savamil?
Can't forget Savamir.
What'd you say, Mike?
Can't forget Savamir.
Don't you have a room like this?
He's our fishy
I rolled
friend.
rolled really low on the enemy there.
Sam's the pig man, probably.
Okay. So Razik, yeah, you are first, and you see, like I said, this humanoid, weird hybrid creature of a man and wild boar. He pulls out this massive maul that he holds in two hands, much like Willa, and it's your turn.
All right. Oh gosh. All right. I will step. Don't. I'll stay and I'll steady aim with my bonus action, and I will throw a psychic blade at the boar man gentle beast.
Yes.
So that would be an 11.
11.
With advantage?
It actually is the perfect hit.
Yes. the perfect hit.
Yes. It's just what you needed as it strikes.
Yeah.
10 sneak, not 9 psychic damage.
Would you get your sneak?
Advantage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why do
because
you
I
have
steady
advantage?
aimed. I steady aimed,
Oh, steady aim.
which gives you
Thank you.
advantage on a thrown weapon attack.
Perfect. All right. This psychic blade strikes him. Okay. Anything else for you, Razik?
Nope. I'm going to end my turn and apologize for standing in the doorway.
All right. It goes to Gemma.
See, she's going to swallow her fear and move up to try to. Oh shoot! Sorry. Get this. I can move through them, right?
You can move through your friends. Yep. You just can't stop on their turn, on their space.
I'm difficult terrain, I think, technically.
No, you're not.
I was gonna run up there to help them, but getting a full sight of the pigman, she's going to stop here, ready her action with her hand axe to attack if it comes near her.
You're going to ready an axe attack if it comes near you?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Anton, you're up.
All right, knives out, swords out. I'm going to move toward him here.
Remember, your
I'm going to-
Kopesh is your main weapon.
Yes, I'm going to slash at him with the Kopesh.
Gotcha. 10 just barely misses as it seems to dodge just by a hair. Misses.
All right, so going to go for my short sword, second attack offhand.
That one dodges as well. So he seems to deflect that one with the edge of its like the long handle of its maul.
You're going to make it fun, are you?
Anything else that you want to do, Anton?
I tell him, listen, go ahead and give us the keys to unlock these chains. And we'll kill you quickly.
It's a good deal.
Nice try. As it goes to Savamil. He moves up here. Seeing that you are a bit wounded, Razik will fire off a healing word on you. On Razik.
The gentleman.
It just fires off this quick flare of light blue light towards you, which hits you and heals you for 4 healing.
Woo! Thank you, Savamil.
And Savamil will sort of stand guard outside. Willa, you are up.
Willa, smelling the stench of the room, grabs her maul and she takes a deep breath and holds her breath as she runs in past everyone towards the guy, and then she'll take a swing at him.
Okay. You have advantage because you are flanking.
Right. So 14 and a 19.
19.
Nice.
19 will definitely hit. Move up behind him with your maul. With 12 bludgeoning. Nice.
Wow. For lethal damage.
Lethal. Okay. You move in behind before he
He's got
can
the
even,
taste of blood.
before he even has a moment to turn around to deflect your attack. You strike, boom, really hard against his back. Seems to crush the back, and you can feel almost the spine crack as you do so. See this drool dripping from its like mouth and these big tusks. It is now the wereboar's turn. After that attack, turns towards you, Willa, to strike back. Will go ahead and try and swing the maul with a 14. That's going to miss, right?
Yep.
Okay. You deflect that one, and he turns and charges in with his tusks to try and gore you. Gets a 17.
Oh, ouch.
Does that hit you?
Yes. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. That one slashes into you. You take 14 slashing damage.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. It's a 12.
Okay. You make it.
Ooh, nice.
Thank God.
I'll say you just barely made it.
Mediocre.
Mediocre. As it goes to Razik.
Excellent. Razik will shoot off and kind of come to a stop next to Willa and Anton. Sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for here? We're doing like a pincer +1 formation with me on his left. And I'm going to manifest a Psychic Blade in my primary hand and attack with a Psychic Blade with Sneak Attack with a 25 to hit.
Wow.
You definitely hit.
All right, that is 6 Sneak, 8 Psychic damage with my primary hand.
Okay. Got that?
All right, if he's still up,
Still up.
my first blade disappears. I raise my offhand, Shivering Psychic Force. Become me. I'm going to take another attack with that hand with a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
All right, and that is going to be 7 psychic damage. And I'm going to kind of move away. I'm gonna move away. If he wants to try and come at me.
He will angrily as you deal 2 psychic strikes against him. He's looking actually rough from those attacks. In sort of desperation, knowing that he's surrounded, will try and swing his maul as you run out of his space with a 22.
The 22 absolutely hits.
Okay. You'll take 10 bludgeoning damage. Boom! As he hits your back as you run to escape. Okay. That was your turn. So now it's Gemma's turn.
Let's see. Gemma will. She's going to try to help by charging at it too and swinging her hand axe. Not wanting to use her magic. So does a 7 hit?
Nope. Deflects it with the handle of his maul.
Okay. She's just trying to get in there, and that's her turn.
Okay. Anton, you're up.
Gemma, no, you've got like 7 HP. Gemma, no.
I'm very brave. It's kind of sometimes
It's cut in half.
right. What? Anton, you're on mute.
Undaunted by my previous miss, I just take another swipe at him with Kopesh.
Kopesh hits. The 14.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh wow.
It's a 5. Why is it red?
That means you just rolled the lowest possible eye on that. Green means you rolled the highest. But you got a 5. Oh no, that was another attack. What you just did there. You got to roll for damage.
Oh, yeah, that's an
Click on
accidental click.
No, you
You got to click on the chat, the Kopesh of poison.
Oh yeah, the chat. God damn. All right, I'm gonna click on my original.
Yep.
You're pros.
Okay.
You guys are gonna have to carry me again.
That's 7 slashing.
Yep.
And then he has to
And
make
one-
the con save. Well, he has to make the con save for that poison.
Correct. He rolled an 8. So the DC was 13, so failed takes the 1 extra poison damage. Anton, is that your turn?
Do I get to slash again with my offhand?
You do. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. For your bonus.
Yeah.
17, that definitely
17.
pierced right through him. You feel like a good strike on that one. Remember to roll damage, hit the short sword in the chat. 9 piercing. As you strike right through the belly, and you can see as you pull out, there is just like this sort of dark blackish red blood that seems to ooze from its muscular stomach. Seems to be breathing a little bit heavier. Savamil's turn. Savamil moves up and goes, Isaac, this is the last spell that I can cast. Gwithalia, guide you. And touches your shoulder and casts Cure Wounds on you.
It's like a really deep shoulder.
Who's Orthalia?
Just real deep tissue massage.
I'm just kidding.
You get 7 healing.
Woo! You're the best, Savmel.
Because that's all I got. Make the best of it.
I'm converting to whatever it is that you believe, sir.
As it goes to Willa, it's your turn.
Willa lets out her breath that she was holding before after getting attacked. She's like, oh, it's gross. She pulls her maw back. She's like, die, you monster.
It's like the pigsty, Willow.
Oh, good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like back on the farm.
It's the slaughterhouse on the...
Just imagine their little piglets.
So 21 hits.
Awesome. And that's a 10 bludgeoning.
10 bludgeoning.
Just not messing around today.
She came for the
Seems
kill.
to boom strike against him. Still up. He's sort of just taking all these attacks. He's a strong dude. Anything else you want to do, Willa?
That's it.
Okay. It's now the boar's turn as he goes to strike with his tusks against Anton. With a 24. You take...
I'm sorry.
You take 12 slashing, Anton. 12 slashing damage. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 9.
You fail the Constitution save, but nothing will be revealed at the moment.
You've got pig now.
They didn't teach us. They didn't teach us tusk fighting.
As he sees that his tusk has pierced the edge of your arm, goes to swing with the maul for another attack against you. This one was with a 10, which you take your short swords and are able to deflect it, push it off. Razik, it is now your turn.
All right, I'm gonna charge forward. Once again, kind of nonsensically running forward, running back, and then getting a head start again, I guess, to run forward with my daggers. Summon 1 as I move forward with a 25 to hit.
25 hits?
And I got my sneak because I'm fine with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
We believe in the power of friendship. A 10 sneak and a 10 psychic damage.
Wow.
That's noise.
How do you finish him off?
I come up with my primary hand once across the throat, and then with my second hand come down and I stab the psychic blade into his brain, and then it
Ooh,
disappears,
brutal.
leaving no marks on the creature where I hit.
See it sort of this wide open, just like stunned look in its face as it collapses with this hard fall. You see, as it collapses onto the ground, it seems to grow smaller and shapeshift into that of a human, a dead human.
Oh no. Willa
There,
drops to her
dwarf.
knees. She's like, no! What have I done?
That's the most real kind of monster. I say to
saved-
Willa.
You saved these people, Willa. It's fine.
But
Yeah.
As
didn't-
he lies. Go ahead, Will.
she's lost for words. She's kind of like touching the human, like kind of shaking him, see if he'll wake up.
Does this
He
mean
is
your
dead.
pooping days are over?
I thought it was a monster. I kill monsters. That's fine. But it was a human? How is that even possible?
Can we know about what that would be in character?
Can roll nature or arcana, if you'd like. Actually, I'll allow history as well, if you're trained in history.
— 14.
12 nature.
I'm sorry, did we need to be trained to roll the Arcana?
You
Is
do.
it- Okay.
For any of those.
Just
you'll
count
need to be
mine.
trained.
Oh, I'm not
Just
trained
count mine.
in any of those. Then yeah, sorry.
Okay. Is anyone trained in any of those?
I'm trained in Arcana.
Everyone's just
Okay.
like,
Willa, I'll give you advantage.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Rolling
so go ahead
again.
and roll.
I'm rolling again. 12.
Okay.
So
You're not sure what that was. You have a feeling, Willa. Something stirs within you, but you're not quite positive.
still a monster.
Not-
Don't feel bad.
maybe.
Need to focus on helping these people.
You turn to see all the elves are this. There's a dark-haired male here. There's a light-haired female, and a young boy elf here. They are all they're mostly conscious, but barely. Their eyes, they look very close to death.
Are they tied or shackled?
They are shackled to chains, their arms above them, shackled to the wall, and they are like sitting basically on the floor.
Can we search the ex-pig man for keys?
You can.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll investigation check.
Help me out, guys. Because
And if anyone else wants to search any other parts of the room, you can as well.
really stinks. I'm not.
Yeah, I would like to go
Look, I
through
got
the
a
desks.
Okay.
No, get these keys,
Well-
man. Okay, never mind. Will's got it.
Willa, you find a dangling set of keys on the belt of the human, the dead human.
She picks it up. Her hands are kind of like shaking. I got it. She hands it over to someone else.
Razik, go ahead and roll investigation because you said you were going to the desk.
Gemma will grab it and start unshackling Kymel first.
All right, roll an investigation. Ooh, not great. 10.
Okay. We'll get to that in a second. What are you doing with the keys?
Oh, Gemma will like take the keys from Willa, put her hand on her shoulder, reassuring pat, and start unshackling Kymel, and then the rest of the other elves.
How do you know it's Kymel?
Oh, because you told me. So,
Did I?
No, you said young elf, a child, and out of character, I can see the name. Sorry.
Yeah, I see that that's on there now.
My bad. The young elf child and the
You can totally deduce. You can deduce that it's Kylo.
Looks like his dad.
Yeah, it looks like his dad or the mother, and
Right, yes.
is a young elf. So you take the keys, and it takes a little bit of time. Takes you a few minutes to sort of figure out which key is which, but you find the right one and unlock it for Kylo, and he just collapses. Just no words, just barely, very, very weak.
Help them down and try to comfort them and offer them, water, etc. Well,
Salvamo moves up and goes, I don't have any more healing spells. Does anyone have any potions to help them?
I do. I give one of the healing potions to the young elf child that may or may not be Kylo.
Go ahead and roll for the health on that.
Okay, 2d4 plus
4, I believe. I can never remember if it's 4d4 plus 2 or is it 2b4 plus 4. But that's fine. Either way, he doesn't have a lot of health either way, so he gets enough in him to where he is alive and well from that. As you unshackle him, and he seems to get back to normal and starts to become conscious. Thank you.
The other two? Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
You're
The other
all right.
two are still shackled, barely alive.
I'll help them down. Yeah.
Yeah, well, in a second, Razik, because you did your thing, you find a collection of parchments, and you can see that there, as you quick glance, you didn't get a very strong roll, but you do see that there are these collection of parchments, medieval drawings of anatomy, and you can see that there are vials of various sizes containing a strange swirling red liquid. One of the larger glass vials of this red liquid, inside of it seemed to be floating what appears to be chopped off elf ears floated inside of it.
That's grim.
And you just see that clearly there's been some studies going on. But that's all you can gather for now.
Cool. I just wanted to get the gist of it before, I assume we would help them immediately, like the prisoners, get them down as fast as we can.
Yep. So fumbling through the keys, you're able to unshackle the other two as well with those keys.
Are they okay?
Oh, they're both very close to death as well.
I'll take my last one and feed it to this lady here.
Okay.
I've got some rations in my pack.
Rations will help, but when they're hungry. But
I guess get them conscious first.
Yeah, exactly.
You just unshackle them. We throw down a Snickers bar for each of them. You're welcome. Your saviors have arrived.
So Gemma, go ahead and roll for the health on that.
Oh, right. Another 9.
Oh yeah, she stands up and seems much better, fully healed. Thank you so much. You saved us.
Hardtack?
At this moment, before you could do anything else, you all hear scuffling and sounds coming through the hallway.
God.
One position myself by the door.
Yeah, what are you all doing?
I'm gonna hide.
Try to lead the other 2 prisoners sort of in this corner here. Kind of just come this way. Get behind them.
Can I hide behind the corner? Like a stealth roll?
Yep, go ahead and roll stealth. And what's everyone else doing?
Oh, no.
I kind of want to get Kylo behind
Got
me and, tell the other prisoner lady to get behind me too, so that we're kind of behind the frontliners in this corner.
You see a group of guards, Vulcan, Stonewall, beside them. She seems to be almost panically going, there they are. See, they've intruded into my home and have gone into my study and gone through my things. A guard that seems to be the sort of leader, I guess, taking charge in this moment, takes off his helm. You can see this sort of long, dark-haired human who takes off his helm and goes, "What in the gods is happening here? All of you, speak."
This is all a misunderstanding, sir. They have prisoners in here, a child. We've come to help them out, but they started attacking us. Those guys.
He seems to turn towards Malkin with a pale, shocked expression. Seeing the bodies, the blood everywhere. "Can you explain this, Miss Stonewall? What has happened inside here?" She goes, "This is my private, personal business. They have no right to come in here and barge into my place." The guard turns around and looks at all of you and her and goes, I think I'm going to have to take you to Lady Gilkis to resolve this. This isn't something that we can resolve here. There seems to be a lot going on. If you all can please come with us peacefully, we can figure this out."
Is he telling us that he's taking us or everyone, like including Malkin?
Everyone, including
Okay,
Malkin.
right.
Malkin goes, No, this is absurd. This is not. However, and one of the guards, he points to the guard and he shackles her against the wall and shackles her. And the guards start to come in with shackles. Razik, are you doing anything as they come in here?
I want to kind of backstep towards Havamel, kind of.
Well,
They
Lola
start to
step
come
forward,
in with
and
shackles.
she's like,
You have to come with us.
"That's a great
Serious.
idea. Lady Gilkis will get this all sorted. You know, you guys have obviously seen what's been going on right here, and these elves will tell you what's happened. There's no need for shackles. We'll go with you."
One of both of the elves. Well, this one's still close to death and basically unconscious, but this one, the adult, goes, "Gods, you have no idea what's been happening here. Malkin has held us here as prisoners. These people came here and rescued us. They healed me. They slaughtered this man, a wereboar, and, well, he tortured us. They took my blood, our blood. They tortured this child. Please, you have to believe us." Guard seems to kind of nod. This is not at all what I expected down here. Is there anything else? Kind of giving you the benefit of the doubt. Is there anything you need from here before we go?
This man needs help.
I think that
Pointing to this other
you
elf.
should take whatever those notes are into custody. Good guard. I see floating elf ears in one of those tinctures.
This
I'm
one
no
steps over.
arcanist, but I bet you that's dark magic.
Starts to gather.
That's
what appears to be
definitely
sort of-
that's definitely not Twilight stuff.
takes a couple things, but doesn't want to mess up the crime scene too much, and kind of takes a pieces what appears to be evidence. And this guard here kind of points to the one behind him and says, "Give that one our potion." And this guard kind of steps through, excuse me, and gives a potion to this elf who seems to come back to life and full health. And he kind of helps raise him up. He goes, "All right, everyone, need to come with me. We're gonna get this sorted out at town hall. Whatever the hell's is going on here. But you have to come with us in shackles. They all hand out shackles to put on you.
I'm gonna try to intimidate the one that's coming towards me.
Okay, what do you want to say?
You're not locking any of us up. I don't care what authority you have.
Roll an intimidation check.
22.
Oh, net 20.
Nat 20. The guard looks you up and down, goes, seems to almost notice your stature and gets like a sense you're a well-trained warrior. Right. Well, as long as you come freely with us, then we'll be fine. Please.
Yes, you will.
And they begin to go out. As they're going out, the leader here goes, Lionel, stay here with the elves. Keep him here for now. The child can come with us.
I take Kaima's hand and lead him out. Make sure that him, right? That's a female portrait.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Make sure he gets to his family.
One guard stays behind with the other two elves, and the rest of you sort of filter out. And they go out the back door of the cellar, and we're going to go ahead and take our break for now. So, interesting developments. We'll go ahead and take our 10-minute break, and then we'll be back. See you in a few. Okay. Welcome back, viewers. Thanks for sticking around after the break. Remember, feel free to mark any clips of your favorite moments while we stream on Twitch. Super helpful for us. So, yeah. And if you're just joining us now, welcome. Where we last left off before the break, our companions continued to delve through the Stonewall Manor cellar. Um, Gemma found what appeared to be a really old arcane spell book on a library, which none of them had ever seen before, thinking that most of them had been destroyed in the Empire. She took that and pocketed it into her pack. Moving across the other side of the hallway, they opened. Anton literally kicked open a door, and inside found a grotesque laboratory of sorts. There were three elves, two adults, one child, chained to the wall of this place. Their blood having been drained and odd experiments performed. There were bodies and corpses stuffed into the corner, and what was revealed at the end, a wereboar was guarding them and torturing them. They went into combat. They fought the wereboar, killed it, and as it collapsed and died, it transformed into a human. Finding keys on the wereboar, they were able to unlock all of the chains from the elven prisoners. Did a very quick search of some of the papers on the desk that were there, and at that point, Malkin returned with a bunch of Domarian guards, hoping that probably to get them there before you found this room. As they came in, they were appalled at the sight, but unable to make a judgment themselves. They said to bring all of you to Lady Gilkis at Town Hall. They put Malkin in chains, and they were going to put the rest of you in shackles, but Anton seemed to intimidate the guards into not doing so, and they went peacefully with the guards. And that's where we left off. Where now, the guards are guiding everyone, pulling Malkin out of the Stonewall Manor, guiding the rest of you over to the town hall a block away.
Do I have the chance to give the cat a farewell nod?
As you go out, you actually see the cat is nowhere to be found.
Let the damn door open.
Nowhere to be found.
He probably wanted to get out. This is a bad scene.
We should have been like, hey, just ask the ghost lady. She was very emphatic about stopping.
Oh, that's true. Our ghost, Mr. Guard, our phantoms, spectral evidence, is that permissible in this town's court of law? Will you take a spectral testimony? Good sir.
Please keep moving. Please keep moving. Trying to get you to go out.
There's a ghost in there.
I forgot to ask. As we're walking out the door, I need to look back and see what size those corpses are. Are they like child size?
You go ahead and make a perception check, Anton.
It's a 22 perception.
Very nice. You get a good sense that there are just various sizes. There are what appear to be adult-sized bodies, and they're all wrapped too. They are all wrapped in sort of this white cloth. But you see that there are all bodies of all sizes. There are bodies that seem to be adult size. There are bodies, a smaller pile of smaller bodies that could be children. You can't tell. You don't know what they compose of, but you can get a good sense of. They seem to be various ages of elves, perhaps, but you don't know for sure. They lead you out of the cellar and start to guide you toward the town hall a block away. And it is nighttime at this point. There are various street lamps lit and some townsfolk moving about. Not a ton like the day, but a few of them do. You see that there are, several various townsfolk that look and glance at all of you as the guards are guiding you. Definitely dragging Malkin as she's sort of kicking and screaming and refusing to leave, but they are dragging her, pulling off a Karen, you know. And the rest of you are going peacefully alongside of the guards. You make your way towards the town hall, which is at number 1 on the map. And you step up to the wooden door frame, and you enter into this main torchlit chamber of the Maple Crossroads Town Hall, which had been there previously that day during the daytime. Now that you're here, you see that there are various torches lit. This large sort of cabin-esque wooden, tall ceiling chamber. And as you enter, you see that there are several heads turn in your direction. You spot the stern gaze of Lady Gilkis, as well as a worried, nervous glance by her elf assistant, Amara, behind the desk. Before them stands a helmed Domarian knight.
God.
Can't see the face, but there is a Domarian knight standing in front of them, as well as an armored veteran of the Imperial Army, both of whom turn towards you as well. And you cannot see... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm still psychically linked to Savamil and Anton, I believe. And I want to say,
Yes, you are.
Gemma's got the spell book on her.
You are.
Like, telepathically.
As they turn towards you, you cannot, as I said, see the face of the knight, but your chests tighten at the sight of the recognizable soldier before you. A fresh scar runs across his left eye and this sort of blotchy patch around it. But the eye itself miraculously appears to be intact, though red and almost fresh and undamaged, as if it's almost been replaced. The soldier's gray eyebrows rise and his face turns white at the sight of you. My lady, these are the assailants I was telling you about. You recognize him to be the veteran that you attacked and left alive along the road of the Imperial Road. And they all turn towards you all as he says this. And Lady Gilkis...
headlights right now.
Lady Gilkis goes, well, anything to say for yourselves? And who is this? The lead guard that was with you steps forward and goes, my lady, Wendell Just, one of the captains of the guard here, and pulls up chained Malkin Stonewall. He goes, we found these people down in her cellar. She notified us to come and say that they're intruders in her home, but when we went down there, we found a terrifying sight. I leave the judgment up to you, my lady, but I believe that this is where the missing elves have gone. They were captured elves, slaughtered bodies inside Miss Malkin's basement. And we found these adventurers, I suppose you could call them. They were inside, and they seem to have rescued the other elves that were in there. And you see Kymel holding the hand of Gemma, kind of speaks up and goes, lady, it's me, Kymel. They saved me. Lady Gilkis looks around at everyone. Well, what say all of you? Motioning to all of you.
You're welcome.
We're just here to help. We've only ever done what we've had to do to defend ourselves, and make the world a better
Does-
place.
Does Wendell speak the truth? Do you believe that Miss Malkin Stonewall is the cause of these missing elves?
Weren't the other adult elves with us too?
They stayed behind. One guard stayed behind.
Oh, right. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, we believe her to be practicing dark magics, using the body parts of elves.
Do you have any proof of this? Wendell points over at one of the guards who gathered the evidence at the table. We didn't want to mess with the crime scene too much, my lady, but motions for him to come forward. Take some papers. We did find these in the cellar where the elves seem to have been locked up, and hands them over. And Lady Gilkis takes them and looks through them. Well, Miss Stonewall, what do you have to say about all this? Oh, this is absolutely preposterous. They've decided to put me in chains. I have nothing to do with this. There was some creature down there torturing them. I had no idea that was even happening down on my property. Rolling. She goes, I see through your lies, Miss Stonewall. For now, we'll have to put you locked up until we can figure out what to do with you, but you may be charged with murder. It seems to me that these other adventurers might have solved this case, and for that, and I trust you, Kaimal, I know you, they will get the reward. Amara, Amara kind of nods and pulls out a very large sack of gold and hands it off to one of you to grab. She goes, this is for all of you to split. It's the reward for solving the crime that we've been trying to solve here.
Jim will grab it for party treasure.
And what of the death warrant? Well, the guard that we left alive is right there, right?
Yeah,
What's that for?
Maybe we're trying to end on a high note, and maybe we can cap before they remember that.
Isn't he right there?
Nobody's asking.
Yes, he says right there, and he does turn, goes, yeah, perhaps they might have solved this case or whatever it is. I don't know what's going on, but my lady, they assaulted me and my men on the road. We had them as prisoners, captured. They escaped, attacked me. They left me for dead. They tied me up.
Does he have any proof that we were her prisoners?
Do you say this out loud?
Yeah.
Goes, well, and Lady Gilkis turns and goes, do you have any proof? He goes, well, I had orders. This one, and points to Anton. That's Anton Dargos. He's wanted for abandoning his post. He was in the Imperial Army and he left. He's wanted, and they were with him. And I had a letter on me, but it's missing. I don't know where it went.
The dog must have eaten it.
Sounds like you're just trying to cover up your mistake.
Lady Gilkis turns to all of you. Who are you, anyway? What is your names? I know you, Willa. You told me yours. Rest of you, I need some sort of identification here.
I step in front of Gemma, put my hand sort of in front of her, gesture, don't answer.
Raz, ma'am.
Listen, you're in a lot of trouble if you don't answer my questions.
Tell Anton, it's all right. My name is Mia. I'm just a nobody.
Careful, Mia.
Roll a deception check,
Oh, good.
Mike.
It's a 21.
Yes.
Sneaky.
She's mastered the peasant scurry.
Just like, I'm just a poor peasant.
I've got the black lung, ma'am. I just want to go with me dad.
They turn to you, Anton, and go, well, are you this Anton Darghost this deserter that he claims you to be?
I am. And if you want to put me on trial, I'll tell you the entire story. Or you can just understand that this is a matter for the Imperial Army, not for this small town. You'd be better off leaving it alone.
That's a good angle. Razik says psychically.
Could you go ahead and make a persuasion check, Anton?
18.
Oh my god.
We're rolling hot tonight. It's got me worried.
It'll catch up with us.
She turns towards the soldier. Goes, Derek, what do you think? Derek goes, My lady, I swear it. They lie. I know them. They attacked me and my men. I swear. She seems to keep calm and look around and goes, well, as of now, there is no proof, but and she gets stopped. The Damarian Knight steps forward and goes up to Lady Gilkis and whispers in her ear. Lady Gilkis seems to nod. All right. This Damarian Knight here, they have much more authority sometimes than I do. A high-ranking official here. Seems to be on your trail, Anton. Seems to have been searching for you. She tells me that she'll take care of business for all of you from here. Because, Madam, you may take Miss Malkin, take her to the jail. The rest of you, go with this knight and see what she has to say. You have your reward. It's out of my hands now. And Derek, the Harridan, seems to... This is fucking stupid. He storms out.
What a baby.
Boo-hoo,
knight.
all your friends died.
The knight
This is
still
us,
helmed.
boo-hoo.
The knight still helmed. Takes Miss Malkin by the arm and seems to gesture quietly for everyone else to follow her out. Lady Gilkis goes, she has some things to say to you, apparently, out there. But as Lady of Maple Crossroads, thank you for solving this terrible crime that's been happening in our town. And I hope wherever you go from here, the gods watch over you. And I hope that I can trust whatever you've done isn't in bad faith of what I have in you. Looks to Willa, goes, looking at you directly. Be safe. Hope to see you again another time. The knight takes Miss Malkin, drags her out, and then gestures and holds the door open for everyone, all of you to go out with her.
before I leave, I tell Gilkis she also might know exactly what happened to her sister. You should ask her about that as well. And
Who?
Malkin.
Ah. Okay. Thank you.
Take Kaimel by the hand and take him outside.
She tells one of the guards, take him home. He's had enough trouble. And thank you all again for bringing him home safely. I know his mother will be very glad to see him alive. This is a great weight lifted off of our town. You will be hailed as heroes. Although, again, I don't know all of your identities exactly. But it seems you want to keep it that way, so we will. Just be careful. And she turns and kind of walks away a bit to go to do other things by her desk. The other guards a lot of them seem to scatter or stay around and let you go with the night outside. You follow?
Yeah.
Well,
And then we scatter.
Yeah. Can I sleight a hand a little like off it? Nothing like significantly valuable, but just like a little knickknack from her. Like, does she have anything
From
on
who?
her desk? Like Gilkis?
Yeah, you can roll sleight of hand if you'd like.
Nat 20, 27.
God, Jesus.
wow.
Does she have like a, I don't know,
Paperweight?
knickknacks? Like, yeah, like a
You
festive
grab-
paperweight.
You grab a gold, like a wooden plate with a gold plate nailed onto it of her name.
Special picture of her dead mother.
Do we notice that or?
Yeah,
No.
can we see if we notice that? Oh, it's a 20.
You don't.
Nah.
Yeah, none of you notice as you slip and take the name.
Still
off
don't
the
trust
desk.
him.
Slide it in my back waistband.
Okay. You step outside. You feel the sort of warm summer night air the moisture cling to you as you step out. And the night seems to lead you to a prisoner caravan and pushes Miss Malkin into it and closes the door, locks it, and goes gestures to follow behind as she starts to get onto the wagon and head off to the jail.
How far is the jail?
It is
Yeah.
a couple blocks away. It's not very far. It's in this vicinity here. And actually, noticing your hesitation, before it gets on to the back, goes up to Gemma and looks around and takes off the helm. You see a red-haired, blue-eyed female. Your sister.
Gemma's like taking it back for a second and says, Dana, and grabs her and hugs her, trying to fight back the tears.
She grabs and hugs you firmly but sternly.
What are you
Pulls
doing?
takes your shoulders and goes, "You can't speak here. You have to follow me. We have to leave town. I'll take you to the outskirts and we'll talk." The rest of you can ride on the caravan on the outside. Just grip onto the bars and you can ride. It's not going to be very far.
Are we leaving Maple Crossing? Is that the plan?
I think it's for the best. But
I
we can't talk here. We can't talk anymore here.
I never thought I'd be glad to see a knight.
Willa.
You two know
Willa
each other?
stops.
I say to the hugging pair.
Where'd you get that armor?
What were you gonna say, Willa?
Hearing that we're gonna leave, because she had assumed that we are gonna stay in town, she's like, give me 1 minute, and she runs back into the town hall.
Okay.
Call me.
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
What did Razik, you asked who they were. Do you answer, Gemma?
Just, you'll find out later. Just wait. Not here.
Savamo goes, this is getting crazier by the minute. As we'll cut to Willa, you come back inside, open up the door. They seem to turn to you in alarm as you come in quickly. Willa.
She runs in. Lady Gilkis, can I just have 1 minute of your time? Maybe somewhere private?
Yeah, come with me. Come into my back office. And she leads you into this back room and closes the door. What's going on?
I don't have much time. But the whole reason I came to Maple Crossing was to speak with you. I don't know many Dragonborns at all. And I was hoping that maybe you could help me. And she looks into her bag and she pulls out a necklace with an amethyst at the end of it that kind of sparkles strangely.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what this might be by any chance?
Takes it. I don't. I'm sorry. It's beautiful though. It's a beautiful jewel. It means nothing to me. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I was hoping that maybe there was some sort of dragonborn thing. I obviously have no idea about these sorts of things, so I thought maybe there was something that you might know about it. Dragonborn.
Why do you think it's connected to Dragonborn?
Well, my parents found it, or I found it. It was in my basket when they found me, and my family's not Dragonborn. They're human. And I thought that maybe it would connect me to my family somehow. But if you don't know, that's okay. I just wanted to check, and maybe I'll go to the next town and see if there's another Dragonborn who could help me.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't know. Maybe try to talk to another gem Dragonborn. I don't know what that would connect. I mean, it's an amethyst, and you're an amethyst Dragonborn, aren't you?
Right. Yeah.
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 I don't know. That's weird. But if it's magical, I don't want anything to do with it either. For obvious reasons.
Right. Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah.
She takes it back and puts it into her purse. Well, thank you for your help. I'll search out a gem Dragonborn, like you mentioned. I don't know much past Maple Crossroads, so you were my first stop.
Wow. Good luck. And maybe we'll meet again one day.
Yeah, I'd love that. Thank you so much. And she runs
All
out
right.
waving.
Okay. Says goodbye, waves at you. As you step back out into the night air, you see that everyone's still gathered. They turn towards you and see that you come back out. You see the knight helm back on. You can hear like a muffled, ready?
Yeah, all good to go. Let's do this.
All right. Gets onto the horse. And you see Malkin's just been talking this whole time to her out loud. No one's really been paying attention. Just like, well, if it wasn't for blah, 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 if it wasn't for this, and the fact that they came in there and told me this and that, and I was being used, and I can't believe, and just like rambling. And as she like kind of walks by the crossbars, she like, you see Dana, not Dana, I'm so sorry. Mind going blank. Dana. It is Dana, your sister. Kind of walks by the bars, going to the seat, and just sort of does like a hard punch into the bars against her shoulder. She goes, "Ow!" She like gets up onto the wagon. And the horse takes off, dragging the wagon behind it. She takes it not far. It's like literally 5 minutes down the road, and she stops and she says, "Wait here." Takes her out of the cage, goes inside for a moment, drops her off in the jail, comes back out.
While she's in there, can I ask? I asked Willa, is everything
Yeah.
okay back there?
Oh, yeah. I just had a question for Lady Gilkis. Dragonborn to Dragonborn. See if she had any information about Dragonborn stuff. But yeah,
Gotcha.
everything's good.
Okay, cool. I mean, awesome.
By the way,
she's just like awesome.
Dope. That's so dope.
dope. By the way, the prize money was 1,000 gold.
Okay.
That's for everyone to split, including Savamel.
Just kidding.
He's in your party too.
Okay.
So 1,000 divided by.
I still have more of the party treasure from before, so when we get
You can split that
settled,
later,
I'll-
but
yeah.
She gets back outside and goes, "Well, I'm taking you out of town. Is there anywhere that we need to go before we leave? It's your last chance."
It's the middle of the night. I don't know if we can pick up any more potions or anything like that.
Yeah, not really.
What do you guys think? I know you guys were after the Red Hand people. Or are we just gonna leave it?
Well,
That warlock, or whatever she was, or whatever he was.
Hag mother.
Hagmother, right?
right.
Well, it might have been a hag father. It was pretty androgynous.
I didn't get a good look.
Or you mean the actual god that they worship? Okay, not the guy who got away, or lady.
Are we outside of the town already, or we're just?
Not
Is she
yet.
saying
You're
this
outside the
as we're,
jail.
like, kinda, the jail. Oh,
She says, "Before we take off, so anywhere else you need to go, like emergency wise."
No,
I
but
just look at the rest. Yeah.
I would like as we're like going through the town. Do I spot like any destitute folks? Like any sort of like beggars. I'm not sure like how affluent of a town it is. If there would be like like people kind of on the streets.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
All right, I got a 16.
You find one near you, on the other side of the street. An older human male, white hair, seems to be in rags, with a cup.
I go, hey bud, this can't really fit in your cup, and I pull out the mayor's plate and I give it to him.
Oh.
And I take off. Really.
And before he can even like say anything, or he's just confused, you walk away.
He's gonna get arrested later.
Okay, with that, everyone kind of hops on the back, onto the wagon, and takes off. You pass the western part of the town and out of around the exterior wall and out towards the gate along the Imperial Road to the northwest. She rides for a good while. You get about maybe 3 or 4 miles out of town, good distance away. She stops the cart and pulls off to the side of the road. Steps off, pulls off her helm. It goes, "Sister, come here," and gives you another big hug.
big. Try to get my arms around the armor. You know.
Yeah, she's taller than you, so gets to your shoulders.
What
Grabs
are
the
you
side
doing?
of your face. I'm just so glad you're safe.
How did you find me?
Kind of eyes towards Anton. Well, I've been hunting him. But he's with you, so I don't know how to feel. But I've been tracking him, and ever since you left after our visit in New Domar, I heard about the accident outside of the gates, and I paid it no mind at first until I went home to Halcyon and you were nowhere to be found. That's when I got really concerned, and my leads also led me down the Imperial Road after Anton towards the Maple Crossroads. I never thought I'd see you together. So what's going on there?
He saved me. He saved me
Saved you?
from some other knights. They were after me.
Because of the accident? That was you? That was you?
Yeah, Dana. They were gonna kill me.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't understand it. I just knew I had to get out. I had to get away.
You know, you have to try and hold back your powers, sister.
I didn't
You're
even know
wanted.
that. I know.
This is terrible. My knighthood is in jeopardy here. I'm risking it to bring you to safety. And unless you tell me otherwise, I'm taking Anton back with me.
I looked at Anton. I say, "You can't take him. He helped me get away."
He's a deserter. He's a
Probably-
sham. He's
Probably
a
had
shame.
good reasons, Dana. He saved my life. I can't just let you take him.
Do you even know why you're hunting me? Why I did what I did? What story did they tell you?
Razik looks at Willa and like raises his shoulders, like, "You get this?"
That you murdered a child and various other innocents along the road, and you attacked your own men and left. You ran away.
I figured that's what they'd say. People often accuse others of the crimes they commit. It was Avario that slaughtered the prisoners we took.
Yeah, well, Avario's the one that told us that you did it.
Of course he did. Snake. Vario pushed an entire family that was shackled together off a cliff. There was a girl about Gemma's age. I tried to save her. I almost had her, but Vario pulled her off the cliff just as I was reaching for her, threw her to her death. I saw her body hit the ground. And then he scampered away like a coward. That's why I left the army. You want to take me in now?
The only reason I'm not is because you're with my sister. And she says that you saved her. And for that, I'll give you this pass. But I'm not going to promise that I won't come after you later.
Fair enough.
For now, I suggest that you follow this road as far north as possible. take it to Procyon. It's at the edge of the Empire. Although it's still on the borders, it's a lot less influenced by prying eyes. You may at least be safe there for now. And it's up to you where you'd want to go from there, I suppose. Or hell, you can go anywhere you want. That's just my suggestion. But I'd say get the hell out of here. Because there's more of Stomarian Knights. They're coming to Maple Crossroads tomorrow, if not the next day. It's not safe for you here.
For him or for me?
Both.
They know
And
it's
a
me.
lot of... They don't know who you are, but they're looking more closely into magic users. They know as a young girl, I heard about the reports and thought it could be you, and was hoping it wasn't, but it all makes sense now. The two of
What
you
of these
together.
other two? Why were they shackled along with us?
I don't know. Who are you? Who are you two? Motions to Willa and Razik.
Hi, I'm Willa. Willa Kettle Whistle.
Hi.
Do you know the Kettle Whistle farm? It's a couple days south of here.
Yeah, I do, actually.
Yep, that's me. That's me and my family over there.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Deerhaven Farm?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you, how are you all tangled up in this?
Oh, I have no idea. I was just on my way to Maple Crossroads. Then all of a sudden, bam. Woke up in there.
You all just woke up in prisoner caravan together? Seems odd.
Did. And the elf too. Sorry, forgot about him.
Oh, yes, yeah. I'm here too. Goes, sea elf.
He's kind of the
What do
heart
you
of the
remember?
party.
Because I have no recollection either. I don't even... No, I was just... I was following the road. I went to go past the mountains, but... yeah, I found myself awake in the caravan as well. I have no idea. Because that's... It's really odd. The only thing I can suspect is... Well, I've heard rumors. There are higher ranking individuals in the Empire who by some means have powers beyond my understanding. I've heard of them using tactics like this before where they capture individuals and erase their memories. I don't know how or why, but maybe that's what happened to you. I can't say who or why, but I've heard a couple stories like that. Anyway.
And you work for these people. Still. People that kidnap innocent farm girls. Try to murder young women like your sister. Erase people's memories. How do you do it? How do you sleep?
I stand for the ideals of the knighthood. The original ideals of law, order, justice. Things that seem to have been corrupted recently in the Empire.
Yeah, so did I. Until I saw the dark underbelly. People with power. Now they abuse it. But you do what you want. You keep taking orders.
Yeah, I will. I won't abandon my oaths and my vows, even if you might. Either way. I wish I could go with you, but I can't. I have to go back. I have duties at the Maple Crossroads.
Dana,
But I'm glad I was the one that found you all.
I'm really scared. I don't know where to go. I don't know where we can go.
You just need to get out of here, sister. And you need to figure out what is going on with you, and if you can control those powers. As you know, they are extremely dangerous. I don't understand what it is. I just know that you're my sister, that you're my blood, and I want you safe.
Can I still write you at the farm?
It's not a good idea.
When can I see you again? When will I see you again? The edge of the empire, it's so far.
Single tear seems to drop as she tries to hold it back. I don't know. I'll see you again. Okay? And we'll figure something out, okay? You can't be here. You have to leave. Not in the Maple Crossroads, not in the heart of the Empire. It's a long journey out of here. But you're free now. Just make the most of that.
Starts tearing up and gives her a big hug, and a little bit longer than she wants to. She doesn't want to let go.
She kind of holds you and pats your back a bit.
Well, tell Turn to take care of the animals, yeah?
Yeah. And maybe you can at least figure out a way to control your powers to where you can come back. But the fact that they unleashed on the gates of the capital, that's dangerous. And I don't understand why they have to be such hateful people about people like you.
I hope I didn't hurt anyone too bad. I think I hurt some people. I didn't want to do that. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
I know.
Give her one last hug.
Yeah. Come here. She hugs you real tight, gives you a kiss on the forehead. Be careful, okay? And I love you, sis.
I love you too. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Before she gets too emotional, pushes you away. Henton, if you protected my sister, I hope you'll continue to do so.
Of course I will. Hopefully you and I don't cross paths again.
What you said about Avario, I'm going to look into that for you, okay?
Good. Thank you.
Yeah. Never seemed like a trustworthy type anyway. Rest of you, well, apparently my sister trusts you, so guess I trust you as well. Be careful out there. Empire is ruthless these days.
Hey,
And
see you around. I give her like a cocky smirk.
It's like the woman in uniform.
Side puppets razzle.
I'm
She
just
kinda
doing it
looks at-
because it's your sister. It's literally the worst person to hit on. We're just like, I'm gonna kill your party mate.
looks at Willa and goes,
It's like, but she's hot, Anton. She's so hot.
yeah, okay. Well, I've stayed here long enough. See you around, I suppose. And gets onto the horse cart, puts her helm on, and heads back south, down back towards the town.
We'll take
My
good
name's
care of
Razak.
her.
I love you, Bella. You're so awesome.
It's great.
Razik loves watching her go.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Gemma will put her hood up. I'll put my hood up and just start walking down the road. Just not saying anything.
Aw.
No.
You
I'll put
see
my
that you're
head up
it's
to in solidarity.
you are all let's bring you to the larger map here. You are right outside Maple Crossroads here.
Halcyon. This is a beautiful map. Streaming on Twitch right now.
Well, I
Doesn't
think
help you if you listen to audio, but it's beautiful.
so the Imperial Road continues to the northwest here, and this is sort of the location you're at. She told you to head north to Procyon, which is on the it's not even on this map. It's much further. This is sort of a local area, but
Oh, I thought she had said Halcyon.
that's where they're from. Procyon is where she said you should head.
Oh, okay.
Different city, yeah. So you're along the Imperial Road here. It is nighttime. It is getting kind of late. What do you all want to do?
I'm not feeling too hot, guys. Took a tusk right in the ribs.
Might be
Maybe
bleeding
we should
internal.
rest.
Right. Yeah, same. I'm still pretty hurt too.
Maybe we should go find a nice spot in the forest and camp for the night.
Well, the forest is known for monsters, but if a couple of us keep watch,
How far is it
There
to Oaktown?
Based on the map here, it looks like it's quite a distance.
200 miles.
You have 90 miles or about 100 miles, so about several days to get to Sunpost Farm and Inn.
We can
And
camp in the field, right? Like just pull off.
oh yeah, absolutely. You're too far from any other towns, at least that you can see on the map. There might be little hamlets along the way and such. These are
Back
the
to the Maple
major
Crossroads.
civilizations. Yeah, just go. Well, let's just camp back there.
The road should be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you're currently on the main road, so I feel like it's safe enough. It's a very well-traveled road, the Imperial Road. It's mostly paved with stone pebbles, like cobblestones. Very much a major road from here all the way to the capital. Right now, there are various trees and such, but you're in a mostly large, grassy, open field area. There are patches, big patches of trees, but no, the forest, the Rorcia Forest, is a bit further west. To get to that, so you're in kind of like a larger sort of, grassy sort of rolling hills type field area on either side of the road. But you can make camp here for sure.
When we stop, is that what we're doing, guys? We're just gonna do like side road camping.
Yeah, a little further away.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
You want to head a couple more miles? Do you want to stay on the road, or do you want to
Kind of want to go off road a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
off road?
Try and find like a little nook or cranny we can.
Sure. Yeah, you go off road a little bit to get away and try and find like a good camping spot. Whoever wants to lead this, you can roll a survival check.
Advantage.
I'll lead us.
Can I
Learned a lot of
assist?
skills, survival skills in the army.
Can I assist him?
You can assist.
Roll
Do you get
again,
it?
dude.
Roll a
Get
stat.
advantage into
Anton,
Who
you
has
can roll again.
advantage?
You do, because
Oh, okay. Should I just roll again or roll with advantage?
Oh,
Just
go ahead,
roll.
roll one more time. Yeah, just roll again.
I roll a 17.
17. There you go.
Nice.
With
I
that
turn them around.
assist.
I'm like, it's right there.
It's just like, oh, there we go. Yeah, you kind of take like a little off the beaten path a little bit, and find a good little spot off to the side of the road where there's a couple of trees that you can kind of camp by, and nice little area. Yeah, you can set up.
I'm gathering sticks and stuff, just sort of silently and automatically, and just kind of getting, kindling for the fire.
Cool. Start gathering stuff. What's everyone else doing? Salvamil is like sort of taking out his pack and finding like a nice comfortable spot for himself by a tree with his bedroll. This seems pretty nice, I guess, for now.
I love this.
Takes his pack and starts setting up his stuff.
I'm sorry that we couldn't find the lake, dude. We were looking for like 2 hours, okay?
It's okay. I think it's the first time I've slept like this since I left home. No. I'm used to it.
It'll be okay, man. Savno, how do you feel about going north?
Well, now that you bring it up,
Because you're a wanted man too, kind of, right? You kind of talked you out of that.
oh yes, I kind of am more free-spirited, I think. Your imperial politics, I want no business with them. I come from outside the empire. Don't much care for whatever is happening here. I just don't want to be too involved. But now that you ask, I think that I might be heading off my own direction tomorrow.
Razik pretends not to be hurt.
Oh,
secretly.
so
Puts on a
soon.
brave face.
You can
Yeah,
hear
I seen-
You can hear your gasp in your telepathic.
Telepathically, yeah.
Telepathically gasp. Yes, I have business off to the west, and if you're heading north, I think that our paths might finally be splitting. Sadly. In fact, I have gone quite fond of all of you. It makes me a bit sad, but I must stay focused on what I need to do.
Where can we see you again?
Well, if you ever make your way to the west, I'm trying to go to the kingdom of Korir on the other side of the Imbarim Mountains. My business lies over there, so if you ever find yourself over there in the Dwarven kingdoms, perhaps you'll find me there.
What is it that you have to do there?
I'm looking for a relic that was taken from my people long ago. I have last heard that the dwarves at the base of the volcano Korir, I believe that they have what I seek. So that is where I'm headed.
You've been a good friend to us. Safe travels.
Stay wet, brother.
Thank you.
I want to
Yeah.
grasp his
Been-
hand in kindness and friendship.
You grab it, it's a little... You grab it and it feels a little wet, almost like it would be slimy and clammy, but you know,
Expected
it's
no
normal.
less. Oh.
Nice firm handshake. Well, let's save our goodbyes for tomorrow, but for now, let's get some rest.
I'm gonna put all the sticks together, try to make a fire and stuff. I'm gonna sit there, kind of stare at it, and focus on the fire, or on the wood, and cast prestidigitation to light it. She's just kind of focusing the energy to start the fire. And
Yeah, you concentrate and you find actually it seems to come easier to you than you expected. It seems to be like a quick spark and suddenly the fire there's some smoke and a light flame. You can blow on it to start getting the fire going, but it catches. No problem.
take a deep breath and kind of wipe the tears and kind of sit back and kind of stare at the fire. Yeah.
Anyone else want to do anything?
I turn to Razik and I say, "You keep fighting like that. gonna end up respecting you, smiling man.
I wish I could say the same, my friend.
Hmm.
I'm just kidding. You're doing great out there.
I know.
But seeing as how
I know.
you
Want to share my thought?
let's leave that for the third act, everyone.
Gotcha.
You know what? Never mind. The moment's gone.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh boy. Willow, what are you doing?
Willa set up her bedroll and she's just now realizing how hurt she is, and she's like tending to her wounds.
She's like,
like,
ah.
Oh yeah, I got hurt pretty badly back there.
Yeah, Razik too. You start to notice as you're getting comfortable, you're like, you're kind of bruised and you got some scratches,
Mhm.
some wounds.
Guys, I don't want to forget. I still feel a little poisoned from the other day. I still feel a little bit poisoned. Actually, that was earlier today, wasn't it?
It was a lot in one day. You
The
guys did a
Salamo
lot in one
cured
day.
you.
He
Oh,
cured
no.
the
Right.
Paralysis.
That's right.
Right.
I mean, I don't have it, but
You're not
feel
poisoned,
it.
but yeah.
Weird aftertaste. Of
It definitely
poison.
doesn't feel great.
Mhm. Yeah. Anton, anything you want to do? Is everyone
wanna
sort of
rest.
Wrapping up and yeah.
Yeah. I got some. I am
Wanna
so
rest.
sleepy right now.
It's
And
been
I
a
only have
long day.
16 hit
You
points.
guys had
wounded.
a long day.
Full of activities.
Is everyone just going to crash?
Willa
Savamel
will
goes
stay up for a bit.
Okay.
Salvamel, you want to keep watch for old time's sake, bud?
Yeah, I don't require a lot of sleep. I just need time to prepare my spells for the next day. But
I'm gonna miss you. So
I'm an elf.
much.
They don't, need a lot of sleep.
I turn over and
by
immediately go to bed.
He's out. As he's saying that, he goes, by the way, just want to thank all of you for everything you've done, especially for risking your lives to save those elves. That was good. Thank you.
It was just the right thing to do, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It makes me feel better that there were people like you on the surface that care about others. It's good. All right, enough talk. Good night. With that, Willow, you can take first watch. 4 hours or so pass, and then you can wake up Savamel, and then he keeps watch the rest of the night. The night passes peacefully. You wake up in the morning, fully rested, and you level up.
Whoa!
Fantastic.
So we won't bore our audience with leveling on stream, but I do want you all to roll for your health on stream, because that's kind of fun. So you can just roll your hit dice that applies to your class that you want to level up in, and then just mark that as that's what you rolled for your health, and you can level up later.
Reroll ones.
Reroll ones.
Ooh.
Razik with the 10.
It's 10 plus 4 for my con.
Wait, no.
It
It's
already adds con. Okay. It already adds.
yeah, it already adds con.
Sorry.
But you got an 8, so you got the highest amount, Razik.
Woo.
7.
7.
Razik
Nice.
is getting lucky with his rolls, man.
Whoa.
So that is everyone rolled their hit dice. So that
Oh,
is
yeah.
your total amount you can add to your HP once you level up. Some good rolls there. Dang. Okay.
Nice, Anton.
All right.
Coming in with the 10.
You are all level 4. I think we're gonna end it tonight, guys. Like, we're gonna end it a little early because we're at a good stopping point. You got your level. We'll pick up from this next time as you're on the road. I guess before we get off, do all of you want to tell me, like, generally, you don't have to speak in character, but what's your plan? What's your plan here? What do you what are you all thinking as we get up in the morning? You know, Savamel starts to pack up his stuff. And it goes, asks you that. It goes, well, I'm heading west, but where are you all going to head north, or where are you going to go from here?
I mean, Gemma's sister suggested Halcyon might be a good location.
Procyon.
Procyon?
Procyon.
Yeah. Just get out of the Empire.
Yeah, we just need to get gone.
Just so you all can see here, and I'll bring it over to the continent map. Just to get a better sense, there's a much larger scale, but you are in this area here that I'm pinging. That's the Maple Crossroads.
So kind of like in the middle of the continent.
But Procyon is way up here. The black edge of the Black Hills is what she suggested. But you guys can do whatever you want.
That's like halfway across the continent.
It's like 200 miles.
That's on the edge of the Empire.
Isn't 200 miles that town?
It's 100 miles.
It's a certainly
was it?
long journey. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, we might as well go back to Pangean.
Yeah. So,
We're never going back to Pangean.
Those mountains.
Gemma,
are-
I'm going to stick with you until you're safe, wherever you're going.
Yeah. Okay. Before Salvamil leaves too, if we're playing this out,
Yeah, might as well.
I say, here, take this, and I fish through my bag, and I pull out the small gold bracelet that we found as part of the party treasure, and say, thank you for everything you've done. Anytime you look at this, you can remember us.
I will. He takes it, clasps it on.
Yes.
I will tell tales of your deeds. I always remember this group, whatever you call yourselves. But I will remember you. But I ask you again, where do you think you might head? As he's like prepping some food, he's like cooking up some rations for the morning and
Procyon.
packing up his stuff.
Well, there's a village to our northwest, isn't there? That would probably be a good stopping point for us on the way.
Honestly,
It's taking you.
probably better that you don't know where we're going in case someone asks.
That's a good point.
But I mean, you'll head north, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Why
Okay.
why are you so interested in where we're headed?
He's a good guy. Stop being mean to our
Yeah,
friend.
but he's asking a
It's
lot
mostly-
of questions.
It's mostly the DM trying to figure out what he needs to plan on this.
Is this
That's
DM?
really the reason. But we'll
Going
say
back
for
to
now,
Maple
you're
Crossroads.
heading north. Yeah.
Ah,
Right.
damn it.
You get arrested and you're hung. And let's get over.
We're going to another plane. Didn't plan on that, did you, Wes?
Well, there is many adventures ahead for sure, but that is where we plan on heading. All right. Well, I think for now we're going to basically end it there. So, yeah, thank you all for joining us tonight. We've ended a very large chapter tonight, and it's the beginning of a new one with the adventurers open to the world wherever they wish to go, with a little bit of direction, but they can go, as I said, wherever they want. But But yes, thank you for joining us. Tales of Terramir will be back in 2 weeks on August 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will have a rerun of this episode next week on August 24th. This episode will also be available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other podcast platforms within the next few days. So, again, thanks for watching, everyone. Good night.
Thanks.
Awesome.
See ya.
Good night.